one thing I wanted to share through my own experience, as well as doing this work through Collective Evolution. It's something that I've observed a lot. And basically, what happens is there's a lot of misconceptions that are created about the shift and kind of what it is and who's involved in it, so to speak. As we're going through the process of awakening, there's really not a certain type of person we need to be while going through that awakening. We don't all of a sudden need to start changing the words that we use and how we're starting to be. We don't need to try really hard to be happy and be positive and all that sort of stuff, or we don't need to, label ourselves as indigos and star seeds and all these sorts of, I guess, mind-related things that we kind of put on what it means to be going through an awakening. The important part and truly what needs to be focused on is the internal work that we all need to do. That's, looking at the fears, looking at our own journey and seeing, what drives me? What is going on that is creating me to have this belief system in my life about the world, or about how I'm supposed to act when I'm with a relationship, or how I'm supposed to, treat others, all that sort of stuff. It's those belief systems and that way of seeing the world that is what this shift is all about. It's shifting out of the old ways of seeing things and doing things and opening up to kind of infinite potentiality. It's not so much just seeing, hey, I'm going to go from one box kind of to another box. Sometimes it creates a bit of a misconception too, because then a lot of people hear the words shift in consciousness and they put this, spiritual innuendo to it, where I don't want to be like those, spiritual people that are all of a sudden talking all, certain ways, and they have these certain identities and all that sort of stuff. It's more so just this shift can happen to everybody. It is happening to everybody. There's, the quote-unquote average person is going through this, and there's no way that we have to be or have to look while going through it. And it's just important to, observe within each and every one of ourselves that whatever we're creating or whatever we're labeling ourselves, that's only what we're, playing with within the mind. The soul is not really concerned with that sort of stuff. It's just another way for the mind to go from one thing to another. What's really important is just looking at the individual work and growth that we all need to do. Eckhart Tolle puts it in a perfect way. He says, and this isn't the exact quote, but it's something like, the true measure of our consciousness and how we're evolving consciously comes not with how long we can stay with our eyes closed, or how many visions we see when we meditate, but more so just the quality of our consciousness as we're going through a challenge. And that's the key thing that we need to observe. When a challenge truly arises, look at what comes up within us. Are we angry? Are we judging? Are we feeling guilt? Are we trying to define people a certain way or anything like that? Just allow it all to really come to the surface and observe it. And that's what's important about the shift in consciousness that I wanted to share.